Hello, folks. This is Paramjeet Singh. Thank you very much for stopping by once again. So, today we are going to talk about cooperation during negotiations. You will notice that one of the factor which play a significant role in during negotiation is our self-interest. All the parties involved tends to protect their self-interest, but one of the unpleasant side effect of such is that sometimes negotiation can be protected or it could be asymmetrically beneficial or harmful to the people involved. So, if self interest is one of the very important factor playing a huge role in negotiation or stifling cooperation during negotiations, the obvious question is what can we do to dampen down the self interest so that it is wholesome enough that it could create negotiation strategies which is beneficial for all the parties involved, but not to that extent that it could harm the negotiation process in itself. One of the forthcoming papers in the Journal of Organizational Behavior and Human Decision Processes suggest that one of the ways to induce cooperation or improve cooperation during negotiation process is mindfulness. And the way I actually went about examining the role of mindfulness in the negotiation strategies was to run 5 studies. In study number 1, and there's 2 variations of study number 1, they noticed that people who have a higher state of mindfulness oftenly are more cooperative during the negotiation strategies in the or during the Pareto optimal agreements. So if you're wondering what is Pareto optimal agreements, Pareto optimal agreements are where it is not possible for us to reallocate resources to make someone better without making someone or at least one person worse. In the variation of the first study, they noticed that if somebody is not mindfully optimized or does not have a higher state of mindfulness, if you induce mindfulness experimentally into them, they still or they tend to exhibit cooperative behavior. In the second version of the study, they paired people up and they noticed that in the distributive negotiation style or fixed sum negotiation style, mindful pair was better than the control pair. In the third version of the study, they noticed that in integrated negotiation strategy, and if you're wondering what integration negotiation strategy is, integration negotiation strategy where individual parties are instructed to create a win-win strategy for all parties involved. They noticed that individual pairs who are mindful, they tended to do better. They were more cooperative than non-mindful diets or pairs. In the fifth study, they noticed that during the integration negotiations, mindfulness individuals, they created joint benefit to a greater degree than non-mindful individuals. What it means is that if they were negotiating from a stance of mindful cooperative behavior, they tend to create a greater benefit for all the parties involved than the non-mindful diets. So the greater benefit jointly was better than otherwise. Now, one of the reasons they thought that this could be possible is that mindfulness tends to work or makes us cooperative by through the process of what we call self transcendence, where we able to override our overpowering self interest and begin to take a more cooperative approach to other people. Now, if you step away from this research study into neuroscience and psychology, there's ample opportunities and research literature available to suggest that a long term practitioner often have a more wholesome sense of self, which means that they may be self entrusted, but only to the extent which serve their basic needs. They do not, to large extent, participate in what we call predatory self interest. And this predatory self interest could be one of the negative side effect in the negotiation strategies. So if you are a student in business school or if you are a corporate coach in this area specializing in negotiation, you may have a lot of tools up your sleeve. But let me invite you to consider something which could be a soft skill, but equally, if not more important, nonetheless, in the whole process. Asking people to be mindful during the negotiation will likely make them cooperative because our sense of perceived self importance and self positivity bias tends to go down, thereby making us more cooperative during negotiation strategies, and thus creating win win for everyone. So that's it for today. This is the conversation for individuals in the business environment, for individuals who work in negotiation strategies, um, for educators. If you find this conversation useful, kindly share your experience, like, comment, share with others if you find it useful so that other can benefit from it. If you have a prior experience that you have been exposed to mindfulness and you have implemented such tools in your coaching strategies or negotiation strategies, and you would like to share a personal experience, please do leave a comment. I would appreciate your presence and will join you in the conversation. If you have any suggestions in this regard, kindly feel free to leave that. I would doubly appreciate your effort. Until next time, thank you very much for stopping by. See you again.
Please subscribe to the channel, like and share. Thank you.